Again, batteries. But as you can see, got a whole bag full. Anyway, I went in there, and the owner's like, can I help you? I was like, yeah. I was like, I need a short box, and I just want to grab some stuff that's in my box. So he went and got the box, which I could have grabbed myself, but it was still nice to grab it, so got the box. And he's like, what number? So I told him the number. And he gives me this huge stack, which is a lot more than what you see here. It was like, pretty high up. Because these 3D covers are killing me. They're $4 a piece, which is still cheaper than Marvel's regular stuff, which is a kick in the face. But there's so many of them, and like the pull list that I have is only like 3 or 4 issues, well, titles. So I'm like, I'm looking through them. I'm grabbing a few of the ones that I really wanted to read. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I can wait on these. And it's funny because when I did the pull list, they told me as long as I pick my stuff up within 3 months, like I empty it out or whatever it is, something, I could basically pick and choose through the stuff and then just go about it that way. So the guy gives me the box stuff and I'm going through it, and I knew I had to get this thing, which it's cheap, but it's not too cheap, like $5, $6, something like that. So I'm picking a few titles, and I grabbed the back issue that I needed that they had finally, and which we'll get into that. But I'm going through the titles and in the box. I'm like, all right. I was like, these I'm going to take, and I was like, and these I'm going to have to wait till I get paid again. So the guy looks at me. He's like, what? And I was like, I only have enough money really to pick up these. I was like, because I don't have enough money. I was like, I went to the Comic-Con. I was like, I basically broke my bank, and he just gave me like this evil stare. He's like, you're not picking these up now? I'm like, I will. I was like, I'm just going to have to wait 2 weeks till I get paid again. And he's like, yeah, whatever. And he just like gave me such an attitude. I'm like, you know what, dude? I feel like saying fuck you, man. I was like, you're lucky I don't just drop the pull list thing and never come back. But I guess the workers there are right. The owner's a dick. He's just a fucking prick. Sorry for the language, but he was. But anyway, so now I know not to go in there when he's in there because he's just an ass. But let me show you the haul. I got Batman, The Future's End, New 52, #1, which is, I don't know if you could see it. These covers are pretty cool. You can see the Batmobile, and then it switches. It's got all the Batman, and he's in like some kind of, I guess, like a suit to help him walk around, I guess, or reinforced. I don't know. But that's cool. Didn't get a chance to read that one yet. I did read this one, Batman Superman, which is interesting. It's basically Superman holding the Batmobile and crushing Batman with it. This one wasn't bad. It was basically this huge war happened. If you've read the thing, you know what's going on, I guess. And Superman just basically doesn't want to deal with Batman anymore. And Batman's just kind of like, well, where are you, Superman? Where are you? I'm going to have to handle all these things by myself. And, but it was cool. Justice League. You might not be able to see this one too well. I'm trying to get, I don't have much light in here, but yeah, see, it's Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, stuff like that. And then it switches to Wildfire and other people. Steel, Shazam, I think that is. Well, Captain Marvel, whatever you want to call him. But this one was pretty cool. Basically, Captain Atom is the bad guy in this, which was pretty interesting. It was a good book. I'm trying not to give any of the stuff away. This one, I actually like this cover, Suicide Squad. They're in jail, and then you move it, and they're in the president's office, the Oval Office. That's pretty cool. Didn't get a chance to read this one yet, but looking forward to it. Now, this one wasn't on my pull list, and there's Seamus. He's investigating. Right, Seamus? You want to be on camera? Want to say hello to the people? Want to say hello? Hello. Hello. He's enjoying. But because I thought this was done, and it just keeps coming back, which is fine because I like the book, so I'm kind of happy that they found a way to continue it. But it's Superior Spider-Man #33, The Edge of the Spider-Verse. Which, yeah, I got like I think it was, I thought I might have even had this one, but I don't know. I got to take a look. Because the guy's like, oh, it just came out. I'm like, okay, I guess I don't have it, but I feel like I do. I hope not. Anyway, and then here's The Edge of the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Noir, #1. This is on my pull list. And then here's #2, Gwen Stacy as Spider-Woman. That's an awesome looking costume. I can't wait to read these ones. And then, of course, Death of Wolverine #2. Another pretty sick cover. Crappy price, but still a sick cover. And then last but not least, it's such a good thing to have completion, I guess, in the world. I paid a lot of money for this, but in the long run, it actually wasn't that much money. This was $10. They finally had it in their back issue thing. It was the only one in there. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because on eBay, normally it was cheaper. It was like $7, but then you got to put in the shipping, so it made it $10. But now on eBay, when you look for them, if they do pop up, their minimum is like $15 and then $5 shipping. So the $10 right then and there without shipping was kind of a deal, and it completes my 400 thing. Amazing Spider-Man number 24. So now I have all the 400s. Thank God. Took long enough. So now I have all the 200s, the 300s, the 400s, the 500s, and I have half the 600s. So I just got to pick up the rest of the 600s, and then I'm going to start working on the 100s and see what I can do. Because the 600s now, some of them are getting freaking pricey. I'm like, oh my God. I'm just amazed, like how expensive these things go up so quickly now. He's tuckered out already. Comic Talk, tuck your out, Seamus? He's like, I found a bag, I'm happy. But yeah, it's insane. Like, I mean, $10. It's like, oh, it's a low print run. Oh, come on, bunch of BS. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is my haul. Like I said, I have tons of stuff at the store still, which I have to get. So I'm pretty behind because, like I said, the convention really did a number, and now I'm trying to save for another convention that's in March, which is getting tough because the wife and I are feeling the crunch. She's basically reining me in. She's like, we got to use the paychecks. We got to pay off this thing and pay off that thing, and then we got to start putting the money towards the house because I'd rather have the house. And I'm like, you make a valid point. So, not many times do I agree with the wife, but I actually have to pull myself in and stop spending some money and really cut back even more than I did originally, where I was getting like one book every couple months. So I don't know. I gotta see it. It's gonna be tough, but I'd rather have a house than, as sad as it sounds, I'd rather have the house than the comics. I mean, the comics can wait. The house, it comes quickly. I mean, our lease is up in June, and by then we have to have the money to get the house. Because the wife she's like, you know what? I'm sick of this crap. I'm sick of renting. She goes, it'd be so much cheaper if we had the house. We'd be paying half of what we're paying now. And I'm like, and she's like, and we'd have more room, and we'd have this. And I'm like, yeah, well, he's burrowing. He's burrowing. He's done. He's the mole man. But yeah. So she makes a really good point. So we're gonna see what happens. Like, I'm gonna try to get some stuff, and then I think I might actually cancel my pull list. As much as I don't want to, but I mean, they are nice enough to have the pull list, and I don't want to have to be like, oh crap, kind of screw them where I'm like, oh, 3 months now, I'll pick up my stuff, or I'll pick up 2 books in 3 months, which is kind of an evil thing to do, and I don't want to do that to them. Even though they don't know me, I really don't know them that well, but it's just not a cool thing to do. So we'll see how it goes. The wife did say she was going to give me a budget of like $30 or $40 a month out of my paycheck, which is nice, Get to spend $40 of my own money, but we'll see, because if these books, like I said, these cover prices for the new ones are just ridiculous. Like, $40 is nothing now. This cost me $60 for all this. Well, alright, this was $10, but even still, $60 for all that. And I'm just like, oh my God. And that's like what? How many books is that? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 altogether if you think about the other one. If I didn't buy the other one, it would have been 50, and if I didn't buy the box, it would have been probably at my price range. Alright, so maybe I can't bitch too much. But at least these things, DC, they're $4 for the 3D cover. They're giving you kind of an extra, oomph. Whereas Marvel is charging, let's see, $5 for Superior Spider-Man, and they're charging $4 for the Spider-Verse. And the Wolverine one I can get, it's $5 because it's got a nifty, cover, kind of like the 3D thing. But that's insane. $5 for Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man? Come on, Marvel, man. You're friggin' Marvel, man. You're pissing me off now with these prices. It's getting a little nuts. I might just jump ship and go to DC just because it's cheaper. But, anyway, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. And there's stuff to come. Like I said, once I get paid again, I'm going to pick up some more stuff. And, it's not the size of your cave that matters. It's who you have in it. There you go. There's Gizmo. He had to make his appearance. You two play nice now. Yeah, Gizmo's like not having any. He's like, I'm going to go sit on the Spider-Man blanket. Later, everyone.